Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we'll be taking a close look at the 2026 Chinese variant of the Rally Race 200 Chick Hicks from the Race and Rescue collection, as we can see here in the top left hand corner. Also in the packaging we can see his artwork here, which is pretty cool. My favourite Rally Race or Race and Rescue diecast in general. We can see here the, diecast, which we'll be taking a close look at. Here is the Chick Hicks name on the bottom with the updated Mattel logo, etc, etc. This is European card, so it will only show the one card on the back. As we can see, Chick Hicks here with a bunch of other names as well. Before I take a close look at him out of the packaging, I do want to quickly show him next to his 2025 version. So it's going to be really hard to show off on camera, but if you can see, well, then you can see that the right one is the Chinese one and the left one is the Thailand one. And on the right you can see that the the background has been saturated a lot more. It no longer really has those like flame decals as much as before. The car's logo has also slightly shrunk. It doesn't really look like it on camera, but it is shrunk slightly. The same with the Race and Rescue logo. I believe they are the same size. But yep, as you see here on the bottom, really interesting stuff. And then when we take a close look at the back of the packaging now, you can see on the left is the Thailand one for 2025, and on the right is the 2026 one. And you can see which one has a glossier matte finish. So like if you rub your fingers or thumb over it, you can clearly tell the difference. I mean, it's more visible in person than it is like feeling, but there is some slight differences there. Also, this is just like a packaging comparison. I could tell that the recycling information has moved once again, because last year, the 2025, the arrows were like the triangles were here. For 2026 they are now here, and that massive square has now moved right next to the Mattel logo, whereas it hasn't before. And also, Chick Hicks has lost a few of his languages, I believe, or they've just been moved. So yeah, this is the 2025 one. And this is the 2026 one. Some really interesting stuff for sure. So, there is a close look at the two packages. Obviously 2025 and then 2026. Made in Thailand and China. So now, I'll be right back with, the Chinese one out of the packaging to do a Thailand versus China comparison. There are now 3 different versions of Rally Race 200 Chick Hicks. We have the Thailand one on the left and the new Thailand one on the right. But we can't forget the Vietnam one, which is this plastic version here from the Race and Rescue playset. So we have the big 3 right here. Obviously the playset one is different, but so that's why we won't be comparing him in today's video. So yeah, this one here is the Chinese one, as you can see via the base, made in the 206th day of 2025, made in China, just as they were before, as you can see here, made in China. It's just really weird just to see China back, or as some people have been calling them, Thailand, because they're using the same methods. But there is some slight differences from the Thailand one to the China one for Chick Hicks here. So straight off the bat, you can see that the logo, if I zoom in, so the Race and Rescue logo is like this dark colour, whereas before it was this red on the corner here. And you couldn't even tell that it said R&R, but now you can. So that is actually a bonus. And you can see the moustache there as well. Looks pretty much the same. You can see on the hoods here, this one here is the Thailand one, and this one here is the China one. Some decals are, slightly different. I mean, if you look at the Nightshade one, for example, look how bad that is on the new Thailand version. It's just absolutely terrible. The same for the Lily Talkie pistons, leakless, tank coat, shiny wax. They're just really bad. But there are some on here, which we will get to in a few minutes here, which are actually better than the Thailand version. See the Chick Hicks logo on the hood there. Slightly different colour. I mean, it's really hard to tell on camera, but off camera it is clearly visible. The eye colouring is a slightly darker green if you look on the Thailand version, with the chip there on top. compared to the Thailand one. So I'm going to zoom out for you guys quickly, and then I'll zoom back in enough to show off all the decals. So yeah, on the top is the Thailand one, and on the bottom is the Thailand one, which is going to be really weird to say still. You can see Chick Hicks here, former and forever Piston Cup champion. It's actually a bit clearer on the China version compared to the Thailand one. The 86 is actually a little bit less grainier than the Thailand one. Same goes for the rims. They're a little bit better because you can see the blue there is slightly different. The same for the silver as well. The Rally Race logo, as you can see here, is again got this like weird blue trim around it, whereas before it had this silver trim, which again is just so annoying. Another sponsor that I do like to see that they have upgraded is the Easy Idle one. Obviously the one on the bottom is the Thailand one, but if you look on top for the Thailand one, we can see, you could clearly see that says Easy Idle, as before you couldn't even tell that says Easy Idle. And as for the sludgy one, as you can see here, you can see that it's got this white outlining around it now. But if you look on this one, the white outlining is there, but it is just really hard to tell. Just going over some other sponsors, you can see the back here is actually a little bit more grainier compared to the China one. Then we get on to the back, which obviously from in this angle it doesn't look too bad. If you look onto the windows, there is actually less grainy spots for the Thailand one compared to the Thailand one. But if we look at the Rally Race 200 logo, it is a completely different colour. See Rally Race 200 there is in this like red, and then here it is just completely silver. But on the spoiler you can see these weird lines, if you can see them there. Like if I zoom way in, you can see there's weird lines there. But if we look on the Thailand one, they don't exist. So there are some bonuses and some negatives for the cars being made in China again. But yeah, there's another sponsor, Varun. Going to the other side now. Just having a look at the logos. Former and forever Piston Cup champion. There is the back once again. Some of the sponsors are better to read than some of the others. And then if we go on to the bases here, I don't want to zoom too far out. You can see this one was made in the 11th week in 2025, and then this one was made in the 206th day of 2025. So they're still both made in 2025. However, they are slightly different, obviously. Just checking the base here, GDP21, the same product code. So yeah, I don't know which one is better. Like if you take some of the China versions of the Chick Hicks and put it onto the Thailand one, then it works, and then the same for the other way. It's a 50-50 decision for me. I mean, I personally prefer the Muddy Racer version of Muddy Racer Chick Hicks, and as I should say, does say made in Vietnam. So we've got the big three made in one. Just want to check some of the decals. Yeah, they're a lot clearer, but then again, this is plastic and the expression is slightly different. So that is the end of today's video. I know you guys are expecting a lot of these videos coming out in the near future now, because I did manage to get a lot of them from Smith's Toys recently, which I should have said at the beginning of this video. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. And to the next video, which will probably be tomorrow at this rate. Peace, everybody.